I take it back. Your driving doesn't get better with time.
You're in one piece, aren't you? Besides, I heard Dad say you hit a cone while practicing in the parking lot.
I couldn't see it.
Oh, are you too short to drive?
If there was a height requirement for driving, you would not have your license.
Wow, I'll have you know, there are a lot of people shorter than me. Like half the population.
And a lot of people taller than you, like the other half of the population.
Wow. What exactly makes you think you're going to grow into some super tall tree person? Because it's not genetics or common sense.
I can feel it in my bones.
I think your bones are lying to you.
It's nice seeing you like this.
Short.
No, like energetic, a little more lively. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, it's fine. Thank you. I guess.
Going to talk to them today? It's almost been 2 weeks.
I doubt they want to talk to me. I don't even know if we were actually friends. We just worked on a case together for a week.
Well, now's your time to find out. There's Charlotte.
Wait, no, Danny, don't. Hey, Charlotte.
Oh, so you do remember who I am.
I don't have to if you don't want to talk to me.
I was kind of getting that impression from you.
Yeah. No, things have. Well, there's the funeral for my mom.
I heard. How'd it go? I texted, but you never answered.
It was okay. Nothing really came out of it.
Was something supposed to come out of it?
Aren't you supposed to get a newfound sense of closure or something?
You didn't?
I know she's dead, but I also. You're done with your check-ins, aren't you?
Yes. Yesterday was my last day.
How was that?
It was really good. I didn't have an addiction or anything, but I still feel like Dr. Mass really helped me just figure out me. I can see why people like therapists. They do a lot of good.
Some of them.
Yeah, I guess there are some bad ones. Have you ever thought of seeing anyone?
What is that supposed to mean?
You've had a lot happen to you.
And you don't think I can deal with it?
I think you get by.
Wow, okay. Thanks. You just are going to walk up to me and say, I need therapy? I thought you were better than that.
I'm not saying you need therapy, and you were the one who stopped me from saving Michelle and then ghosted me and Margo for 2 weeks.
I saved your life.
You stopped me from saving hers.
She was a lost cause.
Are you serious? How could you even say that when your own mother was in that same position? Are you saying if we were in that same situation but your mother was on the pyre, you would have just stood by and watched her burn?
That wasn't the situation.
Answer my question, Parker.
I don't know, but I don't regret saving you.
Do you regret watching Michelle burn? Killing her?
Let's get one thing straight, Miller. I did not kill Michelle. Those psychos in their white robes killed her. I stopped you because there was nothing you could have done to save her besides getting yourself caught and tied up right next to her. If you want to point fingers, fine, but don't point them at me. And don't point them at yourself.
How could you be so heartless?
I guess some people are just numb.
Bye.
Wait, Charlotte.
No, I'm already late for class. Bye, Parker.
Bye, Charlotte.
Monday, October 15th, Episode 1, Remembrance.
York, is that you?
Holland, you know I walk this hall every day, right?
Yeah, but I haven't seen you look distastefully at someone in what feels like weeks. Where'd you go?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yep, here you again. Don't know how I feel about that. Can you give me a ride home? I could walk, but...
I've been told my driving leaves people anxious.
By who?
Danny?
Huh. I never had a problem with it. Besides, it's either you or my grandma. And I loved her, but I think she lost sight of the lines in the road years ago.
You know, I can at least see those. You aren't mad at me?
I usually have a steady stream of irritation towards you, but there's no anger. Why?
I don't know. Charlotte's just kind of...
I heard about that. I don't know what's going through her head. She kept talking about you, then stopped talking about you, then started again. I think whatever you guys saw on the trails kind of messed her up a little. I would just give her some space.
Will that make things better?
idea. I'm usually the one getting mad at Charlotte. I have no idea what Charlotte being mad at you feels like. You must have screwed up big time.
Thank you.
What's Margo doing here?
Kicking you to the back seat. I'm giving her a ride home.
So you do still have friends.
PJ?
I don't like Brady. What do you want?
Look, I know it's been a while, but can we talk?
I don't have anything to say to you.
I know, but it's really important. Margo Holland. I didn't see you there.
Surprise. So you're Brady Hughes. I've heard a lot about you.
None of it good, I promise. Come on, Holland. Danny's getting antsy.
Charlotte, it's good to see you, though people don't usually come here under favorable circumstances.
I'm fine. I promise. I just wanted to check in.
How kind of you.
How's everything been since the investigation started? Are the police giving you any trouble?
Hardly any. Honestly, the police have been wonderful. They took Dr. Fredericks away for questioning, and they questioned all the staff and some of the patients, and they come by once a day or so to check in. Other than that, it's been business as usual.
I'm glad to hear that.
You don't have to feel bad.
What are you talking about? Why would I feel bad?
Nothing, don't mind me. There's a group therapy session in 10 minutes. It's always nice to have previous patients come and share their stories.
Oh, no, I wasn't really a patient.
You were addicted to something bad enough to need help. That makes you a patient here as far as I'm concerned.
Maybe, but I'm still not that all-inspiring.
Who said anything about needing to be all-inspiring?
Good afternoon, Trish.
Dr. Mass, good afternoon.
Charlotte, what brings you here?
Just checking in, seeing how things are going.
Things are going well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Would you like to come into my office? I'd love to catch up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what's bothering you? Are you drinking again?
What? No, I haven't been drinking at all.
Glad to hear that. Sorry, I didn't mean to accuse you.
It's okay.
So what is bothering you?
It's not addiction related.
Believe it or not, my degree works for other problems too.
I keep having these dreams. Usually I see Michelle. I always see Michelle. Sometimes Parker's there, stopping me, like she did that day. Sometimes she's there, but she's with them. Sometimes she's Michelle. But the one I had last night, I was yelling at Parker. I was telling her it was her fault Michelle was dead, that she left Michelle to die. And when I woke up this morning, I just couldn't convince myself it was wrong.
You think Parker killed Michelle?
No. Well, not exactly. I think Parker doomed her. Let her be killed.
You think you could have saved her?
I think so. I mean, she was right there. If I had just ran a couple more feet, 10 at most, I would have gotten to her.
Have you talked to Parker about your dreams?
I haven't talked to Parker at all. After the police came, she left with her dad, and I never saw her again. I mean, I see her around the halls, but she's never said hi to me or anything. It kind of felt like she's avoiding me.
Has she behaved like this before?
I don't really know. I don't know Parker that well, or at all, now that I think about it. She doesn't really have any friends that I know of. She sits in the back of the class and doesn't talk to anyone. But she tried to talk to me today.
She approached you?
Yeah, she was acting kind of weird though, and she wouldn't answer any of my questions.
You started your first conversation in 2 weeks by interrogating her?
No, I asked if she was okay, and she wouldn't answer me.
Is Parker usually open?
No, but I mean, she told us about her mother, and I don't know what else she wouldn't want to tell us.
There's always something people don't want to talk about. Did anything else happen in the interaction?
Well, she mentioned something about not getting enough closure after her mom's funeral, and I mentioned therapy because it helped me. And then she got all snappy at me, and I got all snappy at her, and then I yelled at her for killing Michelle because my dream was still in my head, and I kind of just blew up.
You told Parker she killed Michelle?
Yes.
What was her response?
She said that I wouldn't have been able to save Michelle and that she didn't regret saving me, which is stupid because we didn't know for sure I would have died if I'd saved Michelle. We knew for sure Michelle was going to die if I didn't try to save her.
Maybe Parker wasn't willing to take that risk.
It wasn't her decision to make, it was mine.
I want you to be honest with me, Charlotte. Who are you more mad at? Parker or yourself?
What are you talking about?
Just answer my question. Who are you more mad at?
I don't know. Parker's the one that stopped me, but I'm the one who couldn't save Michelle.
Sorry, I know it's late. I just really needed someone to talk to.
It's fine. Are you okay?
Parker?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I meant to call Margo. I'll hang up so you can go back to sleep.
No, it's fine. I'm up. I've been up.
Why?
I haven't been sleeping well lately.
Do you know why I threw up in bio? It was the smell. I hated the smell of cold, rotting dead flesh. It just dropped my stomach to the floor. I smelled that frog for the rest of the day, and if I think about it long enough, I can still smell it. This was so much worse. Every time I close my eyes or just get a little distracted, I smell it. At first, I think it's barbecue, maybe a nice steak on the grill, but as the smell stays longer, I realize it's her. I smell it in my nightmares. I wake up and it's like she's in the room burning next to me. That smell just won't go away.
I hear the chanting. I hear it when a bird chirps, or when a car revs, or when it's silent. I don't know what words they're saying, but I feel the beat, the rhythm. Sometimes I feel like it's coming from my own heart. And I hear her screaming. I hear you screaming. Sometimes I wake up and I'm worried you died along with her, that I'll go to school the next day and you won't be there. Sometimes I wake up and I expect to see myself burning on the pyre along with her. Those psychos chanting around us as they burn us to death.
They didn't even hesitate.
I just yelled louder to cover her screams.
And the robes, the hoods, it was all so twisted.
We thought a murderer would be bad.
How many other people have they killed? How many more helpless people just trying to do the right thing, trying to go back to their families? People who were fighting for a second chance that got ripped from them because those people, thought recovering alcoholics were unhealable?
Whatever it was, they've been doing it for years. And no one has caught them. Sick, twisted rituals like that going on how many times a year? And no one even thinking their neighbors were burning in the woods behind them. My mother was killed 10 minutes from my house, and it took me 4 years to find her.
Anyone in this town could be one of them. How are we supposed to know who to trust?
We don't. We have to assume anyone could be one of those cultists.
Are you saying I can't trust anyone?
Trust yourself. That's all you can do.
That sounds lonely.
The world is lonely, Charlotte.
No, it's not. It doesn't have to be. What was your nightmare about?
Why are you asking?
When I was little, I would wake up from a nightmare. Christian would have me explain them to him. It helped me go to bed, telling them like they were stories I created, stories I controlled. It calmed me down, made me less afraid.
Then you should go first. Show me how it's done.
Thank you for listening to The Holland Case, with Samantha as Danielle York, Caitlin Branco as Parker York, Michaela Thompson as Charlotte Miller, Cameron Suit as Margo Holland, Davin Metcalf as Brady Hughes, Vera as Trish, and Taranina Lamasse as Dr. Mast. The intro is composed by Ian Michael Brown, and the transitions and outro music are composed by Hudson Dopp. The series is written and edited by Caitlin Branco, with cover art by Charlie McAfee and episode titles by Ben Hirota. Thanks again for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode.